America's largest for-profit prison corporation, GEO Group, whose CEO is J. David Donahue. And according to AFL-CIO Paywatch, they keep track of what CEOs are paid, Donahue, who became CEO of the GEO Group in January of this year, he has a base salary of $1 million each year. But he should expect, with bonuses baked into his contract, $3 million in total for fiscal year 2025. The CEO of GEO Group, okay, J. David Donahue, made $3 million this year, and this is his first year as CEO. According to SEC filings, GEO Group attributes nearly 40% of its annual revenue to contracts from ICE. He gets $3 million a year. 40% of that comes out of your taxes, and those numbers will increase dramatically next year. He's going to get more, and GEO Group is going to be getting way more than just 40% of its revenue from ICE, especially since ICE is now authorized to spend, thanks to the one big beautiful bill, $45 billion on expanding the number of detainees to more than 100,000. We will have 100,000 inmates. 90% of all those detainees will be held either by core civic or GEO Group. It's a windfall. It's a windfall for GEO Group and core civic, two of the largest contributors to Donald Trump's presidential campaign last year. This year, at least 32 people died inside the Department of Homeland Security's vast network of for-profit detention facilities, which currently holds 65,000 people. It's the most ever. The facilities are overcrowded, understaffed, because right now, ICE only has the capacity to hold fewer than 50,000. Citing staff shortages, earlier this year, the Department of Homeland Security said congressional oversight through unannounced on-site inspections would not be permitted because there just wasn't enough personnel to accommodate a visiting lawmaker at the last minute. We have nothing to hide. We just don't have the personnel. So that's why on October 10th, Illinois Senators Tammy Duckworth and Dick Durbin were turned away from the notorious Broadview ICE detention facility in the Chicago suburbs. Senator Durbin and Senator Duckworth had made 4 previous requests to inspect the Broadview ICE detention facility, and they were just ignored by ICE. Inmates are reportedly fed 1 meal a day. They complain of open air, overflowing toilets with no separate cells for women and men, a lack of beds, no soap, blood-soaked sinks, filthy drinking water. Sounds like one of Trump's hotels. And of course, no on-site medical team. On November 13th, U.S. Judge Laura McNally conducted a 4-hour inspection of this Broadview facility in Illinois. It's in the suburbs of Chicago. She concluded the facility, run by ICE, this is not for-profit. GEO Group, Core Civic has nothing to do with this. She ruled conditions were in direct violation of the Constitution, which forbids cruel and unusual punishment. Well, I don't know how unusual it is. It's certainly cruel. Her tour revealed inmates were denied access to lawyers, regular meals, and basic hygiene. She ordered ICE to clean it up. We'll see if they do. On December 17th, 2025, U.S. District Judge Gia Cobb ordered the Department of Homeland Security to permit unannounced on-site inspections by United States members of Congress inside whatever ICE holding facility they choose to inspect. This after a lawsuit was filed 6 months ago by members of Congress, including New York House Democrats Dan Goldman and Adriano Espaillat. Congressman Espaillat has been a guest on this show, and yes, I'm bragging. He represents parts of Harlem. New York House Democrats Dan Goldman and Adriana Espaillat immediately staged an inspection Friday of the notoriously understaffed and overcrowded 26 Federal Plaza ICE holding facility in Lower Manhattan. So it was not an unannounced visit. ICE was given 24 hours notice. Congressman Espaillat commented that he saw janitors mopping furiously as he arrived. They were desperately attempting to make the jail appear, he said, less filthy than videos that had been smuggled out revealed them to be. Despite ICE's last-minute attempts to clean this jail, Congressman Goldman called conditions inside, quote, absolutely inhumane. He said they were illegal and unconstitutional. A visibly angry Congressman Espaillat said inmates in that jail had no access to showers or beds, despite being held there for days. They also said inmates have limited access to toilets. Congressman Goldman said none of the people held inside the 26 Federal Plaza ICE detention facility had been charged with any crime. In fact, he said they were following the law, showing up for their ICE check-ins when ICE arrested them. None of these people are criminals. They are not wanted for anything. 60%, this is according to Dan Goldman, Congressman Dan Goldman, 60% of those being held inside that Lower Manhattan detention facility that the two congressmen inspected on Friday, 60% have no criminal record whatsoever. No criminal record from their past. In other words, no one is being held for a crime. They were just checking in. And they got arrested. They got arrested for checking in. 60% of them had never been arrested before. So you're thinking this can't happen to me. I'm an American citizen. If that's what you're thinking, good luck with that. I'll go over all the American citizens who are being held or have been held this year in ICE detention facilities. ICE has a $40 billion budget now to build out these for-profit ICE detention facilities. They want to go from having the capacity to hold 50,000 inmates to 100,000, possibly 250,000 inmates. There's money in keeping people behind bars. Doesn't matter if it's a tourist who did nothing wrong, an immigrant who did nothing wrong, and trust me on this, an American citizen who did nothing wrong. And, if you're an American citizen, they'll let you out eventually, but they'll slow walk it because billable hours. If they're supposed to release you on, say, a Friday, well, they'll just slow it down and release you on a Tuesday and collect about $200 a day, keeping you behind bars. This is where the money is, right? Look at this guy, Damon T. Hinninger, making $7,471,923 as the CEO of Core Civic. 40% of that salary is paid for by American taxpayers. I'm David Feldman, reminding you to stay strong and protect the weak. Thank you so much for listening. Please share this episode. Please like it so I remain in your feed. Subscribe to this channel and my newsletter. Thank you.